I have Anne-Marie Lee here. She has given us a moment of her time to tell us how she was able to train. Even though we have a pandemic underway, she's still going to be competing tomorrow.
Yes, very excited.
I'm excited for you.
So I was able to train through the pandemic. I was very lucky. I'm a big fan of Marketplace on Facebook. I like to bargains, and a couple of weeks in, when everybody still thought, oh, this is going to pass, I was able to jump on some weights and barbells and dumbbells for like $70. I got like a ton of weights, which
nice.
Later on went down. Like throughout the pandemic, I would see people selling stuff for like $200-300, and I paid $70. So I was super lucky. And then I was able to get stuff off Amazon, like resistance bands, like 70-pound, 80-pound resistance bands, which like took the place of a cable.
Right.
Again, a couple months down the road, that stuff was all out of stock. So I just was blessed to hit on that stuff at the right time.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, and that stuff got me through. I made my own little home gym, coupled with what I already had, and I actually got used to blasting my music and working out myself. And even now I have the option to go back to the gym. I kind of got used to working in my basement.
Well, look at that. That's pretty awesome. She's like, I had asked you earlier, and I said, and I do, I love when you speak. So that's not an American accent, is it?
So I came here in 2003 when I was 27. I met my husband in London. My husband's at Jersey, Scotch Plains.
Okay.
So we met in London, and he was out there working, and I ended up coming over here. One of us was going to have to move, and it was me. So I've been here since 2003, so quite a while.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, yeah. I'm glad that you came across the pond to join us, especially for this. So what have you learned throughout this whole pandemic, and especially trying to get yourself, geared up for the show? What's something that you think you've pulled out of simply because we had to work through everything in the middle of a pandemic?
You know what I've loved? I've loved being forced to be creative. Tying my resistance bands around the bottom of my steps to make seated rows, and using my squat rack for chin-ups. It's just like, I would see an exercise like, okay, that equipment, what am I going to do? And somehow you make it work. So I love that we were forced to be creative.
Yes.
So it shows that you really can.
Yes, you can.
If you got to do it, you got to do it. So that part, I thought, I felt like a little bit of a girl guide. Like, wow, I just made a seated row. Yeah. So it was pretty cool to feel like, I could pull something out of the hat.
I like that. And did you say Girl MacGyver?
Girl guides. Like,
Girl guides.
Is that what you guys call them? Girl guides? Girl Scouts?
I think so. I got you. What did you learn about going through this pandemic, and then maybe something that you picked up about other people?
I mean, I learned that, not that I didn't know before, but I learned that we all have very different views. To me, even if somebody has super strong views totally against what I don't about, of what I believe or think, to me, it's just, we have to find a way to coexist. There's always going to be people that don't think the way you think or feel. And somehow we have to just all live in this world together. We're never all going to think the same thing. We're never all going to like the same president or whatever. And somehow we've still got to just, coexist. And not that I didn't know that before, but I think just the pandemic kind of redefined that that's it's just the way of the world. We have to all like each other. Well, or maybe don't. Maybe we don't have to all like each other, but maybe we all have to accept that not everybody's going to have the same view.
Exactly. We're all different together.
Yeah, really. So that I got that from the pandemic. Like I said, did we know that before? Yeah. But, you know, I think something comes along like this and kind of just, you know, makes you see it again.
Okay. So was this show the show that you were training for, or were you in other shows before and they were canceled?
Yes. So my June show was cancelled, rescheduled to August 8th. August 8th show in Allentown here in Pennsylvania, that was rescheduled to October the 3rd, which I am still planning on doing. And then my coach told me about this show and said, you know, I think this would be a great first show for you. And I was already ready trained, and I was like, you know, the thought of putting off to October again, I was like, oh, let's just do it. You know, let's just get in there, and, you know, so
get it done. Yes.
I ended up coming to New Jersey.
And who's your trainer?
Richard Seymour with Apple. Yeah, so a great trainer who I've been working with for about a year now. And I just came in, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a group fitness instructor, you know, and I was fit, I was healthy, but I still felt like I just wanted more. I didn't even come in to working with him with any aspect of wanting to work to go into shows. You know, just kind of wanted a little bit more. And then I was like, you know, maybe I'll just sign up and do it and then get in awesome shape, but not actually do the show. Oh, and behold, you just get sucked into it, start loving it, and you start understanding the process, and you start understanding why the girls pose and do these different routines. And it kind of just all makes sense, and it all becomes something that you just want to be a part of. So
there you go. Definitely. Oh my gosh. So after tomorrow, well, you said you're also a trainer, so you might be a little more disciplined, but maybe not. Are you going to allow yourself a cheat food? And if so, what will that cheat food be?
I've been thinking about this very carefully for a couple of weeks. So literally, it's something simple like a bagel with cream cheese, you know, like just, I feel like now I don't want to go crazy. Maybe when those 3 days off come, it might be a whole different story. I definitely want to add some pasta and garlic bread in there. I'm very excited about that. I'm excited about going to the ice cream shop with my kids and actually not steal a spoon, but I have a cup to myself. I'm having banana and coconut ice cream, and I cannot wait.
That sounds really yummy. Oh my gosh. All to yourself in your own bowl. That's nice.
I have to steal guilty little swipes, and then my daughter's saying, oh, your coach is going to tell you off. I can just eat it by myself, guilt-free.
You know we're recording and he's going to hear this, right?
Well, hey, that's the life of a mom. This is the life of a mom. Sometimes we steal our kids' food. That's just life.
All right. Are there any other things you'd like to share with us today? Any parting words?
I'm just excited to get there and meet everybody in the show, newbie like me, people who, you know, can give me words of wisdom, and just to remember to not be nervous and just to have fun. So my posing coach, Lisa Krause, actually said that. She said, have fun.
Yes.
So, yeah. Because definitely. I know I'll be that bagel and then not believing that it's all over. So.
Well, yes, we're going to do this tomorrow. I will see you there tomorrow. And yes, you are going to have fun.
Yeah. Excited to meet you.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
You too.